先日の稽古をもって短となし、満日の稽古をもって伝となす。
Hello, welcome to the stream. So, going to start the day with the Wonder Contest against Server 21. If anyone is going to be watching from Server 21, welcome to the stream. Hello, Sautation. Am I pronouncing your name right? Actually, I'm a bit undecided yet on what to feel about the mount system. But I think if it's properly done, it could be a good thing for the game itself. But right now, my honest opinion about the mount system is that the only beneficiary of this ones are the krakens, the whales, the spenders, and of course those new servers that are going to have this new system together with all the other systems that we have, like the collection of the, let's say, the themes, and also of course the castle facilities, and the new mercenary system. All the new servers that are popping up right now is going to benefit from this for sure. But for us who have been playing this game for a while now, I don't think that we will benefit that much unless we're spenders in the game. Unless they develop something for the players, or for us players who were just low spenders or free to play, to have at least a chance to catch up to the new players or to the Krakens and the Whales. But other than that, I don't have any other reaction to this one. That's my 100% feeling about the new mount system that's coming to the game, I guess, this week. If not this week, maybe next week, I guess. Right now, I'm actually using two swords, March. So I finally did give in and do some adjustments to make my former archer March, which is the Ramesses Tactician March, to be now swords. And I kind of loving it right now, honestly, especially in the PvP. But let's see when it comes to the other server versus server events like this one.
先日の稽古をもって短となし、満日の稽古をもって連となす。
Underestimate us at your peril, for the strength of our warriors is unmatched.
先日の稽古をもって担となし、道のは死をいとわず思う。よっよっよっよっよっ。
Cross and face the consequences. Underestimate us at your peril, for the strength of our warriors is unmatched. Cross me and face the consequences. Face the wrath of Horus! Underestimate us at your peril, for the strength of our warriors. For the strength of our warriors is unmatched. Of our warriors is unmatched. Cross me and face the wrath of Horus! Yeah. Underestimate us at our peril. Face the wrath of Horus! Underestimate us at your peril, for the strength of our warriors is unmatched. Cross me and face the consequences. Cross me and face the consequences.
戦術の稽古をもって担当し、万術の稽古をもって伝統する。
Cross me and face the consequences.
道においては死をいとわず思う。戦術の稽古をもって担当し、万術の稽古をもって伝統。
Underestimate us.
道においては死をいとわず。
For the strength of our warriors is unmatched. Face the wrath of Horus!
Yo! 道においては死をいとわずを思う。
Underestimate. Underestimate us at your peril, for the strength of our warriors is unmatched. Yeah.
戦術の稽古をもって担当し、満実の稽古をもって伝統す。これが三点一流。
Face the wrath of Horus! Across me and face the consequences. Cross me and face the consequences. Face the wrath of Horus! Cross me and face the consequences. Face the wrath of Horus!
戦術の稽古をもって担当なし、 満日の稽古をもって練となす。
Cross me and face the consequences. Underestimate us at your peril, for the strength of our warriors is unmatched.
日曜は死を 道においては死をいとわずよよ先日の稽古をもって担当なし満日の先日の稽古をもって担当なし満日の稽古をもって天日曜は死をいとわず先日の稽古をもって担当し満日の稽古をもって伝統
Face the wrath of Horus! Face the wrath of Horus! Cross me and face the consequences. Underestimate us at your peril, for the strength of our warriors is unmatched. Yeah. Face the wrath of Horus! Face the wrath of Horus! Cross me and face the consequences. Face the wrath of Horus! Yeah. Face the wrath of Horus! Face the wrath of Horus!
Hello, can you hear me now? Sorry. Yeah, I was speaking. Sorry. Thank you for telling me that my sounds are off. Is it okay now, Gary?
Face the wrath of Horus!
Can you hear me now, Gary? Sorry. Yeah, I'm so sorry, guys.
Face the
Oh yeah, my bad. I didn't know that my microphone is off. I'm so sorry about that. But anyway, as I was saying, the Desolate Desert is kind of like the KVK or the new KVK system in Rock or Rise of Kingdoms. And honestly, it's a huge like jump from the other KBKs that we have in the game, like the GE or the MEE. This one is kind of different. You're going to be transported to a separate map for 5 days, and then you can go back and forth to your own map. And of course, the enemy won't be able to go to our map because it's not a kingdom versus kingdom anymore. It's going to be a Desolate Desert. So it's like a Royal Rumble of four servers, honestly. And then you will need to capture some cities. You need to capture as an alliance or as a kingdom some monuments in order for you to progress on the map and get points. And then there will be guardians in there. You can do gathering, killing tribes and everything, and you can do a lot of stuff in the game or in the Desolate Desert. And also the resources nodes in there are higher tier. Like they have, I think, 8 or 7. So we only have 6, right, in the map. I think they have 8 or 7. I kind of forgot, but it's kind of like that. And also, the most important thing there is to gather most of the points. It doesn't matter if you're the last, let's say you're the one who captured the Arrow Palace or the middle. The important thing is that you get a lot of points. So you can get a lot of points from what I've said. And honestly, it's a thrilling kind of event, and you won't be able to, like, let's say you won't need to worry about your city getting attacked if you're on your server. It's not like the GE or the MEE. They're not going to invade your server. The only thing that they can jump to and from is their server and the Desolate Desert map. They can't go to your own server or to your opposing server. You cannot do that. Desolate Desert, same mechanic, Infinite Kingdom KBK? Yes. Something like that. But it's just 5 days, I guess. 5 days to 1 week. Because I think there's a recovery period for 2 days.
Face the wrath of Horus!
Armory also there. Armory. What do you mean? Can you elaborate on that, Ashu?
よっ道においては死をいとわずをも
So also there are like OG buildings that are only or can only be built in the Desolate Desert. Like let's say I forgot the name, but they have like this.
Cross me and face the consequences.
They have this building wherein you can hide if you're being attacked by a, let's say, a whale. So they cannot attack that building. You can go there and heal yourself, recover yourself if your alliance have that. So you can, you're going also to build buildings also on that, flags and everything, like you're starting the game over.
道においては死をいとわずをも
Yeah. I hope they could do that though. But still, if you're going to use a scout on that thing, it's going to be a huge trouble. But still, they can't like spy on you or something, right? They won't know your your tactics on how you will approach the map if they cannot see you. And I guess that's about right, that it's good if they have the fog of war. But honestly, from my experience from the events in Age of Empires Mobile, most of the events are actually getting better every month, I guess. But the first few events, like for example the GEE, the first two GEE is kind of trashy. But the last two that we have right now is actually okay. They're actually decent. I just hope that they, they will give us something to maybe enjoy the mounts because we have a new mount system coming with the Desolate Desert. Oh, and most of the rewards there are going to be used in your mount system, so it's very important for your empire or your kingdom to win at least first or second or third, so that you will have those resources to level up your mounts, because that's the only place you can get them. And also for sure there's going to be some in the market or the mall. I just don't want them to be, over flooding the mall with this resources to level up your mounts, because it's going to be another pay to win heavy stuff. Maybe it's okay for the new servers, but for us who have been playing the game for a while, and we're still catching up to the whales and the krakens right now, honestly, right? And if they're going to introduce it this way, I hope that they have something added in the game for us old players to at least catch up before they introduce this new mount system. Or at least if they introduce the new mount system, they at least give us something to catch up with the whales and the krakens, So new map, and it's like very, oh wait, sorry, Gary said so new map, and it's like every server try and build to the Imperial City in the middle, like start. Yes, but it's only going to be for 5 days. And also everything that you do in the Desolate Desert map will have a corresponding reward or points for you. So we have individual points, we have alliance points, we have server points, and everything you do in that map is going to have a certain points. So the important thing about that is activity from your server. It doesn't really matter if you have a lot of whales or krakens, because at the end of the day, if you have more players doing more activities, you're going to have more points. And honestly, the thing is that it's like your old system wherein you can capture a monument or a city using the flags. So there's going to be rallies. There's going to be a lot of defense for the garrison or something like that. And it's going to be fun, honestly. And also, as I've said, you don't have to worry about your city getting attacked if you are in your own server. So there's also that. Oh, we ended up at 6. What the hell? Sorry for my language, bro. Anyway, diplomacy. Ashu says diplomacy will play part. Some will come to. Yes, that could happen. Honestly, politics is what you mean by that. Is going to be a huge part of it. Maybe you could do a 2v1 or 3v1 depending on your let's say convincing power. And as you can see, if you have seen the map, there is a division in the middle wherein there are two kingdoms that are going to be fighting right off the bat, and then there's another two kingdoms fighting right off the bat also on the bottom part. And you can choose to go to the third kingdom if you want, or you can choose to stay with your corresponding opponent on the other side of the map or on your side of the map. You can actually choose not to open up the other, let's say, pass to get to the third kingdom. And you or your opponent on your side can actually do a political strategy to oust the other remaining two kingdoms, you know. That's also what's good about it. You have 5 days to do that. Any strategic plans you can do, all the things that you have learned from the start of playing the game with flag building, let's say rallies and garrison techniques that you have learned from playing the game on the start, you can apply them on the Desolate Desert. And as I've said, there's an additional buildings there that is only going to be available on that map that your alliance can build to a strategic point to win the game. Quiz Park says exclusive, okay? Yes, that's what I was actually afraid of if they're going to do that, because it's going to be, as I've said earlier, going to be pay to win heavy. And it's going to be hard for us to catch up to the whales and the krakens doing it that way. Oops, sorry. Anyway, if you haven't yet liked this video, kindly do like this video, guys, for me, so that the algorithm can offer or show this video to other AoEM players. Thank you. And also, if you haven't yet answered or voted on our poll for today, you may also do so. And then, since we're done with our Wonder Contest, I think we can purchase from the mall. Do you guys want to have a background sound? Or is the game sound enough? So let's go first to the store or the Wonder Contest, I guess. A Wonder Contest. Okay, here. Okay, they're number 1. I think we haven't faced their top dogs, or we didn't face their top dogs earlier. Battle report. Okay. Baal. We have Neff here. Scar is higher than me. Okay. Alright. That's good. That's good. We won another Wonder Contest. Let's see what our store looks like. If you guys are tuning into my account or my live streams before, you're going to be shocked with my new lineups. I mean, before I was using Ramesses as my archers, and right now I'm trying to force them with the swords. What do I need right now? Maybe this? I have a lot of points there, huh? I don't wanna go for that. Maybe this. Oh, okay. And I don't need this. Okay, let's go for this one. 15k. Maybe this. Just 5k on that. Okay, let's go. I can't really. I don't want this one. Maybe this. Okay, good. All right. Right now, let me show you the current lineup that I have, and also. Oh, just a few update, guys. Hello, Maver. How are you doing? How are you? Have you get back, or have you returned playing? The last time I checked, you quit. No, or did you? Wait, hang on. Oh, okay. All right. Wait, hang on. Sorry, guys. I'm good. I like your video anyway. Okay, thank you, bro. Thank you so much. Anyway, huh. Oh. Oh, I think we already taken it. Oh, let's see if anyone wants to fight in the world. Okay, so we don't have anyone here, honestly, right now, but let's try, maybe? Sorry. Anyway. Are they fighting? 10 minutes. 10 minutes? Wow.
満実の
I will play to see this new event. Ooh! It's going to lure you back in, Maver. It's going to lure you back in. Based on my experience on the Pioneer server earlier, although I didn't finish it because our kingdom, our party on that side was broken. Like, I don't know their timeline, we don't have coordination and stuff, but I know it's going to be a lot of fun if you're going to play with your server on this Desolate Desert event. Because even though I don't have my server with me, I had fun on the first stages of the game, and watching it honestly unfolds is actually a good thing, honestly. The only thing I don't really like on the new coming event are the mount system. Like, honestly, my heart is 50-50 on that. Like, it's a good thing if you're going to have it, because first of all, the pros is that you're going to have a unique set of skills or talents for each mount. So not because you're a whale or a kraken you will have the best mounts ever. Nope. You can have your best mounts even if you are not a kraken or a whale. The only difference is that this mount system has a freaking research, another research. That's where the krakens and the whales are going to benefit from this mount system. That's the only thing that I don't like in the mount system. It has a research. Why do you need to do research on these things, you know? That's the only concern that I have. And leveling up this research is going to be another pain in the butt, you know? And the only thing you can level up this research is either by purchasing, let's say if it's going to be available, the points for the research, or by breeding. So by breeding, you're going to get these points, and then you're going to use those points to level up your research for your mounts. And it means that you need a lot of summonings or pulls, or what do you call that? Mount pulls, mount summonings, the whistle, the mount whistle. You're going to need a lot of those. That is my only concern on that event. Okay, someone want no counter. Yeah. I have. Do you use Darius in the arena? Show Darius lineup, please, if you won't mind. Sure. Where is my Darius? Wait, hang on. Sorry. Right now my Darius, or you mean Cyrus? Darius? I don't use Darius though. My Darius is here, this one. He's my main hero for gathering. But if you're going to use Darius, it means that you don't have any other resources or heroes to use. Am I right, Ashu? Or do you want to use or to show me? Let me show you a lineup that you can use with Darius. That's the only thing I can do, but I cannot show you my lineup because it's a Cyrus. Film appendixes. What's the difference between Kraken and the whales? Well, actually, whales also have budget, you know? They have a certain budget for a certain, let's say, a month or an event or something like that. Well, Krakens do spend at anything, like every day they spend. We have a whale or a Kraken here. I was considered a whale before, but right now I'm not. But I still have a budget before. But right now, the only Kraken that we have is Baal. And he doesn't care about spending every week or every day on the BIP store. Not this BIP store, but the, what do you call this? The Midas BIP store. Because there is a BIP store exclusive for whales and krakens in there for super core players. So Baal, our kraken, spend almost let's say $100 or $200 daily in that BIP store. That's why he is the only player in our server who has 140 levels on his troops. And every time there is something important to purchase, he's going to do that right off the bat with a flick of finger. No hesitation whatsoever. That's what a Kraken is. A whale, they have budget. They have special purchase for special things. Let's say, for example, for me before, I am a whale. I purchase things during the event, and I don't have a specific budget for that event before, you know. That's what whales are. We have like time where we want to spend, time when we don't want to spend.
先日の稽古をもって担当なし。満日の稽古。
He has good skill set for arena. Darius or Cyrus, Ashu? Because Darius is well, if you really don't have something, or what is your Darius build? What's your lineup for your Darius? Krakens don't have limit, whales have a little. Yes, that's right, Maver. That's right. That's right. Yeah, I think you mean Ashu Cyrus, or you mean really Darius? Because this is Darius. Like
I am already bound.
Darius is this guy, right? This one, Darius the Great. Is this what you mean by that? You have a lineup specific for Darius? Marching to Maida? Why? Thor. Thor, Odin's son. Where are you, bro? Where are you going to go to the docks? We need to be here, you know? So you mean Darius? Okay, I'm kind of confused by Darius though. What's your current build on your Darius? Sorry, I mean, what's your lineup that you use right now on your Darius? I'm kind of confused right now. But if you're seriously eyeing on Darius, I can actually give you a bit of an advice there. Go na, babi. Tapos ka na? Ha? What? Bro, why there? You're too far from me, bro. Okay, Darius, Frederick, and Boudica. What? Darius, Frederick, and Boudica? Okay, so in that lineup, I think Boudica is going to be your main, or should be your main. What's your star status? I mean, who has 3 stars, 4 stars, 5 stars in your lineup? Where is Thor? Hey Thor, if you're in the stream right now, please come here. Or maybe not. Okay. I don't think it's going there. Just going to him. What's your star status right now? Because in my opinion, if you have Boudica should be the leader. Then Frederick and Darius, I guess. But the thing is, Darius only buffs himself. We can maybe I can give you like a skill or customizable skill that you can use with your Darius, but you only have like 2 or 3 options. Boudica 1. Okay. Now the thing is, if you can check out your Darius attributes, your Darius actually scales very low when it comes to might and the other attributes. Even if your Darius is your main, yeah, well, I mean, okay.
戦術の稽古をもって短となし、満実の稽古をもって練となす。
Okay, I'm going to show you what I mean by the skills. But honestly, if you were just going to use Darius lineup just to be the tank in the PvP, it may be okay.
And face the consequences.
Honestly, it can be okay. I don't have a problem with that. Hmm. Melissa says, replace 5-star Booty with Vlad or wait for something else in the future. Well, I want to answer your question, Melissa, but we haven't had the opportunity yet to try out Vlad. I don't want to give you false verdict and false information about that lineup though. But honestly, in my opinion, based on what Vlad's skills descriptions are, Vlad is a good addition to Cyrus, better than Boudica. Especially if you can make like a, let's say, a trick or maybe a way for Vlad to have the highest might in that lineup, higher than Cyrus, because you need that to activate two of his bonus attributes in his signature skill and his one of his customizable skills. So Vlad, in my opinion, is better than Boudica overall, honestly.
もって担当なし
But it's based on
Is at your peril.
the paper itself, or I mean the black and white from the description of what we have from Vlad's. But yeah, I think that's about it on that one though. I'm Lubu player, so I don't wanna people have stronger sides. You can counter that, right? You can counter that if your main is Lubu. You can counter that one.
戦術の稽古をもって担当なし満実の稽古
Cyrus is actually weak 1 versus 1, and you can counter a Vlad.
道においては
The thing you can do if you have an opponent Vlad is actually to have more health than defense. So what you're going to do is you will have, or you must have, more health gems and don't have any defense gems. That's the go around if you're going to go up against if you're up against a Lubu or a Cyrus, sorry, or a Vlad. Vlad, it's Vlad.
道においては死をいとわず
Yeah, there's no one to fight right now. Sheesh. No one to fight. I wanna fight, but no one's wanna fight. Honestly, I'm just here, standing on my lonesome. Counter Ramesses with the Cyrus? It's not going to happen though. It's hard to counter a Cyrus with a Ramesses. I mean, it's hard to counter a Ramesses with a Cyrus. That is hard. I'm Luba player. Okay, sorry. My sword build can kill 100% good Cyrus build. Oh, yeah. Yeah. 100%. Have you watched my previous video, maybe? You can check that out. I have like a ton of highlights there using my swords mostly. I mean, mostly my swords and Cyrus in that.
Underestimate.
Okay, I don't know if they want my Cyrus there anymore. They don't want to fight, so I can't do anything about that though. I don't know if I still have some fight here. Let's say this one. Okay. So here we have a victory against Lushy. He is also a good, let's say, swords user. This is a swords. So we got like a little sparring action during the GEE. So this is my current build. If you guys want to copy my build, this is it. So we have Mia here. I have Tribu and Lagursa. Wait. Okay. So we have this build against his build also of Miyamoto, Lagursa, and Tribuana. He has more power. I mean, look, you can see the hero power. He has 3.2 mil. I only have 3.1 mil. When it terms in terms of power, it's because I only have this one. I only have fortification. I don't use the what do you call this one again? The righteous judgment. So I don't use that on my tribu right now on my current build. And the thing that he's lacking actually is heal. That's why I can defeat him. And also he doesn't have any other defense on his build. So as you can see, he is also using Furious Charge instead of another damage skill. So that's where we are different. And also here in the gear. So as you can see, my gear is all red gems. He has a few red gems, but mostly yellow gems. So that's actually a huge thing, in my opinion. The rings are also a bit high. I mean, this one with the lion's ring at level 20 is actually a good ring. It doesn't really show my level here, but the advantage that I have is my Skyward Knight is at level 20 here on this ring. So also the troops. So I have 152. He has 150. So those are our troops. And also, I am using Persians. One thing, in my opinion, as a swords user, for a very, very long while, I found out that, or I find the Persian swords better than the samurai. That's what I've been using for a very, very long time. So also against his Lubu, this is what happened. Although his Lubu is not maxed out yet. But this is also what my Lubu will look like because I have also my Guanyu instead of my Timur. Then also his Lubu is way better than my Lubu because he's 5-star and I only have like 3-star Lubu. But still, we managed to defeat him or his Lubu. Sometimes there are Lubu that's really, really hard to defeat. Like, also we did like have a lot of fights here. So you can see he even used 2 troops against my 1 troop here, and we eventually win, I guess. Like, look at this one. So we ended up at 70k troops. And he ended up losing all his troops. Okay, it's funny result with Lubu. 0 remaining troops. Yes, we have that Lubu is we have wait, hang on. Do you mean the other Lubu that I faced, not Lushy? And in the game? Because I forget his name. I faced someone. We have We have the same ending, like all of his troops are dead, all of my troops are also dead. I have something like that. I face someone like that. I don't think that he is here. No, I don't think that he is here anymore. But on my video, there is a battle like that. It was kind of funny, yeah, because it crits, or he crits, and then I died, even though he's already dead. Your gear though is way better than his. Yeah. How is your might attack so high? My might attack is not actually that high yet. I mean, honestly, if you're going to compare, it's not that high yet. But
I am.
I'm going to show you my gems. So
を飛びてし
Miyamoto's might is 575. If without the armors, it's going to be lower. My might gems are actually high right now. It's 10 each. So as you can see, every might gems that I have 10 each. So I have 4 slots of might on my Miyamoto. So I have another 10 here, so 40. Then 0.35 is like, let's say 41.3, something like that, or 0.4. So it's the overall might that my Miyamoto have from those gems. And I'm building towards the strategy unit attack. Yeah. If you wanna see my gems on my Mia, this is how I do it. So I want all types of damages on my Mia to be like this. So always remember this one. When it says unit attack, it doesn't boldly or necessarily say that it's Miyamoto's attack. It says that the whole troops attack. Okay? So these gems are for your troops, for the normal attacks that they do. So this is that. And then since I really want this lineup to be as or has more or have more damage than the usual, I have 3 of this, actually 4, and I have all might, as you can see here, and then another might on the shoe, and also another 4 active gems, and then here again. So that's how I do it. $41 higher than his Lubu. Yes. How much your Lagerta have might? My Lagerta doesn't have that much might. I'm using all attributes gem on my Lagerta, because I'm focusing all my might gems on Mia, so that he will be the damage dealer of this lineup. And as you can see, instead of using my active gems on my Lagerta, I'm using now normal attack gems on her, because I'm actually, as I've said, focusing all my active gems and all the damage gems that I have on my Miyamoto. So the only other option that I have to give to Lagertha, on the other hand, is actually normal attack gems. It actually works well, honestly. But here, as you see, we don't have any more normal attack gems as red gems, so I use the active gems instead. And once I have another 2 of this, I'm going to upgrade another Miyamoto active gems so that it will be higher. So that's how I actually do it. I'm focused mainly on my Swords March. That's actually how you should also do it, because honestly, if you're going to use your other gems on your other heroes, like for example, like me here. So my Cyrus right now just have, yellow gems. The only thing that they have as a red gems are the passive, because they're the only ones that I'm using the passive gems on. And as you can see, my Cyrus build is mostly health, because for me, I like survivability more, and the health gems are actually what gives me that. And as you can see, I don't have might gems on my Cyrus, but it should be might gems. If you're going to build Cyrus, you should use might gems instead of all attributes. so that you will have more damage. The only reason why I don't use them, again, is I focus my might gems only on my Miyamoto. Then as you can see here on my Barbarossa also, we have also heal gems. Just on Barbarossa, on Freddy. Then just armor and troop cup. So 4 troop cup, and then another health gems here for Mansa Another health gems, then defense. Although I should be putting, like, let's say all attributes here, I don't have another all attributes gem, so I'm just using what I have at the moment. And of course, this one are all passive gems again. So you can see all passive gems. So those are my builds. And if you want to see my Ramesses, I just finished
And blocks have
changing my Ramesses build from let's say archers to now swords. And I haven't yet really leveled them up to 3.
agir
As you
justement.
can see here, still 2.
Mais pour y parvenir,
And we have another 2 here. And then the gems, if you want to see the gems of my Ramesses, these are the gems. So we also have unit attack. Then all strategy gems for my Ramesses. Then another active gems. And another active gem. Health gem here. It should be actually another attack, but I don't have any other more gems available. That's why I only use that one. So here, troop cap. Then this one should be just, all attributes gems, but I don't have any more. And actually, I want to use these 2 here for Ramesses, but I haven't yet have another one so that I can max them out. As you can see here, I use the yellow gem for the strategy or unit attack, sorry. Then another hero attributes here, which should be there. Although the healing here, I don't know if I want the healing on my I think I'm going to change this one because it's not really doing well for me. I'm going to change that to normal attack, which is way better, honestly, in my opinion. So here, I'm going to focus my healing on my Theodora. This lineup is actually not yet finished. Going to do a lot of things still, changes on the rings
agir justement est préférable.
and the gems.
Mais pour y parvenir, il faut savoir ce qui est juste.
Imagine if he has lion and bear on Mia March. Lion and bear? Ah, okay, I see. It's because of the might. Well, honestly, the best ring for Mia, in my opinion, is the Effulgent Sun right now. But in Yodit's hand, this one is way better. But the thing is, I'm actually using Miyamoto instead of my Yodit because I like the extra bonus skill that we have on the Flash of Yang, which is the 20% damage reduction. Reduces the damage of the skill or the skill damage of the targets by 20%. So you have 3 heroes that can be affected by this. So you are going to be a little bit tanky. And then it's going to be for 6 seconds. And of course, after 6 seconds, only a few seconds more, then you're going to activate that again. So you will have another one. So I want this lineup to be as tanky as it can be, but I'm actually focusing on damage more. Actually, this ring is just a filler, the Ring of Deer for the PvP. I use actually the ring of either the Ring of Clover or the Ring of Lofty Mountain on my Lagerta when I'm playing for MEE or GEE. That's how I actually use it. But this time around, I'm going to use another ring for my Ramesses instead, I guess. But I'm not sure yet. I'm not 100% sure yet because I'm still trying things around. Does might gems provide might resistance as well? Like, yeah. Yes. So you can see here, your might actually says here Every might points increase might attack of the units in the troop or skills with might. Wait, it's not it. That's not it. Sorry.
I am already bound onto a hut.
我神仏を尊びて神仏を頼らず
Actually, the might defense is from the armor, not the might. Sorry. So you can see here, this is where you're going to get your info though. So your might only adds on the might attack, right? Then your armor adds on the might defense. The only problem if you have an armor is actually you're not going to have let's say strategy defense. That's why if you're going to use tanky heroes, like for example, let's say Cyrus or let's say Barbarossa, instead of actually using the armor rings, you can use the all attributes gems. But the thing is that since you need a lot of those, you're not going to really level them up at the same time. That's why there is like my go-to or go around about that is that instead of using the all attributes gems that I have, I use my armor gems just in case that the enemy don't have a Ramesses maybe or a tactician lineup. But lately there have been a lot of tactician marches. I mean, like let's say Belisarius, tactician pikes, and then another rising Belisarius with the march or the cabs tactician march. Honestly, a lot of strategy heroes are actually coming in. That's why as you can see in my Miyamoto side,
神仏を
I'm using both my, as you can see here, right, hero all attribute gems on both my Tribuana and also my Lagertha. That also counters the strategy side of things, so they can counter both strategy and they have a bit of defense against might also in a way. That's why I'm using the all strategy all attributes gems. This is actually a good thing if you're going to use them for defense against strategy if you're not a strategy lineup hero.
我神仏をと
And also, that's one thing that we have tested in the Pioneer server, wherein the best lineup for the best swords lineup is actually the lineup of Ramesses, Theodora, and Charlemagne. So Charlemagne, or so Ramesses, Charlemagne, and Theodora. That's actually the best march in based on the Pioneer server test that we've had last time. Way more useful than Effulgent to use Mia. Ring of Boar has 2 minutes hidden CD. Oh really, the Ring of Boar?
I am already bound onto a husband, which is the kingdom of
Wait,
England.
where sorry.
I am
I'm
already
looking for a the Ring of Boar, but wait, hang
of
on.
England.
I'm looking at the wrong side of things. Let's just click on this one and look at the Ring of Boar. It has a 2 minutes hidden CD. Ah, I understand. Okay. So this was actually I was also actually curious about this because it's kind of, if you have noticed, the Ring of Boar is also like the effect of your Freddy, right? You notice that Freddy also has, like, when you drop 60% or 55% of health, I guess, you will also have a heal. Like let's say, come on, let's go Freddy, sorry. So this, I actually did also theorize that,
Den Kampf
because as you can see here in Freddy's skill,
den Schwachen zum Schutz, den Starken
you can see here, when your unit falls below 50, sorry, it's 50, reduces damage taken by 13%, right? And also recovers your unit every second for 9 seconds. Now, the thing is, the recovery effect, so the recovery effect of this, is going to be triggered only once every 2 minutes. So that's actually also how I theorize the Ring of Boar, but I don't really have the concrete evidence that it exists. You know, I also have that theory, but I cannot say that it exists 100%. Yep. So the thing is, if you're going to use the Ring of Boar and you hit the 60% or the 60%, let's say damage, and then you're bring back to health to, let's say, 70% of health, will that actually cancel your activation of the Ring of War? Then when you hit the 60% again, it won't be activated? That's actually the question. But does it say, so the thing here is that it specifically say that you only have a few seconds to use that? That's my only question though on the Ring of Boar. Let's see. Okay, so the thing is, that's why this is all a theory for me, Ashu, because it says here that this increases the damage of your troops' passive skill by 13.56% when your troops falls below 60%. The thing is, it doesn't have any, let's say, limit. Like, it will be used for like 6 seconds, 9 seconds, or 10 seconds. It doesn't really say. That's the difference between that and Freddy's skill. Because on Freddy, it specifically says 9 seconds. You can see there 9 seconds. So after that, you cannot actually heal. It will only be relevant again or can be used again if you're out of battle and then you're engaged, or if it triggers on after 2 minutes. So that's the only thing that's different from the Ring of Boar. That's why I can't really say that the Ring of Boar does have a cooldown. That's not 100% true, but it doesn't really denies the fact that it can have a 2 minutes cooldown. But in this scenario, we can't really 100% say that it has a cooldown. It's like, let's say 90% it doesn't have a cooldown, and 10%, or let's say 5%, that it has a cooldown. But based on facts that we have in the game, it doesn't have a cooldown. That's how I would interpret the Ring of Boar, Ashu. Okay, so for Red South, he was saying that the Effulgent Sun or the Ring of Lion is way better for Mia than the Effulgent Sun. That is actually interesting.
I am already bound onto a husband.
We can actually
the
check that
kingdom
out.
Of England. I am
Okay.
already bound onto.
我神仏を尊びて
So based on theory, your skill damage is, let's say, level 10 at 2.8%. Skill damage, right? Then you have troop attack. And you have troop defense. Now let's go to your Ring of Lion. Okay. So this gives us troop attack at 5.6%. Okay. Troop defense 4.2%. Okay, that's way higher. But this one will give us, let's say, higher might, right? By 20, let's say at level 10, it gives us 20. Then it also gives strategy, which will give us more defense against strategy lineup, which is good. And then another armor defense for, let's say, what do you call this? Against might opponents. This is actually a good comparison if you're going to use the Ring of Lion and versus the Ring of Effulgent Sun. It's honestly a good thing there. The only thing that I think the Effulgent Sun is going to have an advantage on is that it will have an extra damage here. And every time you do damage there, wait, hang on, sorry. Where am I going? Here. Let's check out some battle points. Let's say this one. Okay. So the thing is, in this fight right here, you can see how many times it's just level 1 right now. My Effulgent Sun has, like, it it was activated 4 times for 5,373 damage. Now, you can't really say that the comparison of 20 might or with 20 strategy and 20 armor can suffice at least the damage of the 5,373. I find from purple rings prior what I don't kind of get that one to upgrade it to higher levels. Okay, you find it easier. You mean you find it easier for purple rings to upgrade it to higher levels? Yes, honestly, that's a good thing, that it's better in that sense, honestly. But actually, the 2% to 3% of each damage, as you can see here, reds out, right? How many times do you think the 2.3% additional damage for the skills have been useful in the activation of each kind of skills that Miyamoto dished out? Compared to the 20 might that he will get, 20 might for the low level, let's say 40 might. Is that going to be significantly higher than the 2.2 to 3%? Okay, okay, okay. I get you, I get you. Yes, I'm with you with that. The purple rings are actually a good thing, honestly.
I'm already bound.
Like, for example, we have this, right? So when I used the Ring of Falcon before, I find it easier to use the Ring of Falcon instead of the Ring of Tranquil Water to level up. That's why we have this at level 30, and it was very, very useful up until now. It was very, very useful. And honestly, the other rings that I have was not leveled up yet, maxed out. And it's hard to level up the gold rings. Asher says, but golden rings is equal to 2 epic rings. Right, right. But the Effulgent Sun, yes, 1.6k Jubileur's Mark, yes. So level 20, same cost. Okay. Ring of Lion should be priority to upgrade it to the higher level. Okay. Can be interrupted. What do you mean by can be interrupted, Ashu? Which was, yeah, the Effulgent Sun, the skills? The skill of the Effulgent Sun?
I am.
Bricks and blocks have lives of their own, and
Because it's a charging skill, right? Here. Yes, it can be interrupted. Especially with silence. If you're going up against a... That's why if you're going up against a... let's say a Ramses lineup, it's going to be hard for Miyamoto to win. Especially if you don't have the proper rings, the proper gems, and the levels. But in the Pioneer server, what we did was we have the same ring. Or not actually the same ring, because there's only a few rings that you can use in the Pioneer servers. We are actually very, very scarce when it comes to ring levels also there. When we have tried that one. But still, the Ramesses lineup is the top dog in that category though. Yes. Yes. So it provides, yes, a bit of defense, honestly. Especially armor and strategy. Yes, a higher, this is what I can say about that one. A higher ring of lion, a higher level of ring of lion is better than a level 10 Fulgent Sun. Let's say you have a level 20 Ring of Lion or level 30 Ring of Lion. 100% that is way better than the Fulgent Sun. 100%. As I see, you like your swords to be tanky. I have the same approach like you. Well, honestly, before, my lineup is not like this. So, in the previous season, I have Yodit. Then, I changed from Yodit to Constantine. So these are my hero pool for my swords. I like my swords on all types and all levels. As you can see, we have Miyamoto, we have Tribuana, we have Lagerta. I'm not actually using King Derek, but we have Josephine. I used this one in season 1. We have Constantine, we have Yodit, and also of course the other ones here. But last season, what I was using was Miyamoto, Tribuana, and Diodit. And then I chose to be tanky because I kind of was bored with this lineup. So I used my Constantine. So it was Miyamoto, Tribuana, and Constantine. And I can attest to that lineup with Constantine is the tankiest lineup a Swords March can be. Way tankier than the lineup with Mehmed. So Constantine defeats Mehmed when it comes to the tankiness. But Mehmed defeats Constantine when it comes to additional damage to your commander. That's the only difference Mehmed and Constantine differs in the lineup. But right now, I am not just for tankiness. I am for damage and secondary tankiness. I don't want my lineup to be just a, like, let's say, glass cannon build. I don't want that. I want my lineup to be still a bit tanky but can dish out a lot of damage. That's what my lineup is all about. Are your swords okay against Lubu? Yes. I have defeated a lot of Lubus with this lineup. Like a lot. 100%. So if you want to use my build for my lineup for your build, I mean, if you want to use mine, you can use it. This is my build. You can actually change this ring on Lagertha. You can use the ring of, either you can use another tanky ring, like let's say Tranquil Water, or let's say you can use the, what do you call that, Lofty Mountain. And then you can use the Effulgent Sun to either, let's say, Lofty Mountain. Then you can use the Tranquil Ring here with Lagertha. You can also use that, do that. And then you can also use this if you don't have any other rings. You can use the Ring of Lion, as they've said. You can also use that there. And also on Tribuana, if you don't have this, you can use the Ring of Clover maybe, so that you can be a little bit tanky. So you can divide the tankiness and the damage output of this lineup, and this is actually my build. So you save up a little bit when it comes to your skills or your skill scrolls using this build. I mostly use Ring of Badger, level 20, Clover 30 Light. That is actually a good build, Red South. I am 100% backing your build because I also use the Ring of Clover 100%. I used that before I used any other rings because I was just, tuning in or tuning some kind of rings that I have, maybe which is better. But I am actually using the Ring of Clover before this. So I'm just trying which one is way better. But I also am using the Ring of Clover. As you can see here, it's also level max at 30. I'm actually using that also. And also the Ring of Badger sometimes, depending on the situation that I have. Because I have many marches. Like, honestly, I'm using most my March. That's why I need to focus some of the gems to some heroes and then, prioritizations of the gems. What's your opinion on Mulan, Timur, and Mehmed? I don't like Timur in that lineup, honestly. Like, I can see Timur in the Lubu lineup because of the crits, and every critical hits Timur has, you will have more damage. I can see maybe, let's say, um, you can do I can see a Bellevue, Timur, and Mehmed than Mulan, Mehmed, and Timur. So, in my opinion, you can use Bellevue, Timur, and Mehmed in a way. That's why I push Lubu's health. Yep, Lubu's health is really important. I mean, honestly, if you're going to fight Pikemans, the health gems are going to be your friend. And also, of course, your damage gems. Game mode. Hello there, game mode. Hello, hello, hello. Whale. Am I a whale here? Not anymore. Not anymore. Should I just follow fully on two lineups, Wonder, and replace heroes in upcoming seasons, or just move on to third lineup? Okay, here's what my suggestion will be. Like, you're going to need, like, for me, what I did was I focused on my main march. So as you can see, this is my main march. Honestly, I also have, or I used before, this is how my lineup used or were in season 1. Look at that. That's my lineup in season 1 because I don't have King Derek. In season 2, what happens is that I have now Yodit, right? This is my lineup on season 2. As you can see, it's another 5-star. But after that, I was switching with Yodit and Constantine. So this is my lineup. So as you can see, I only mainly focused on one march, which is the Swords March. It's actually a good thing if you are doing this kind of stuff, that you're maximizing your potential with just one march first. And now, as you can see, we have Lagerta. Okay, so we have Lagerta again here at 5-star. That's why I'm only focusing on my Swords March. You can actually save a lot of things. Number one, you don't need to purchase or have multiple types of mercenaries. Second off is you can focus your troops research on mostly one or two lineups, let's say swords and let's say pikemen. And then you can save up the other let's say research thingy on leveling up your swords march, or if you have a swords march like mine, right? And as you can see here right now, I'm actually focusing now also on another swords march, which is my Ramesses. And I switch from archers now to swords on them. The only thing, if you're going to have two marches that have the same troop type, is you're going to have a hard time leveling up your armor, because getting the same type of armor, for example, let's say for me, in my opinion, in my case, it's the swords. So every time I'm going to level up my equipment, I need more and more swords equipment to level up my let's say for example on my Miyamoto here. You can see I can't move forward with my other equipment. I can't level for them right now because I need more equipment. As you can see here, you need 10 to max this out. But I also need almost the same here, as you can see here. Once I level this up, actually I need another 10 to get this one to 4-star. So that's the only thing you're going to have a problem with if you are just using one specific march or troop type. Now, if you have two marches, you have focused first on, let's say, you maxed out your swords march, and then you're going for your, let's say, pikeman. Let's say. Let's say if you're going for your pikeman like this one. So you're going for your pikeman. And also before, yes, I was also using my pikeman. As you can see, I have Leonidas, I have Richard, I have Boudica. I can do 2 pikemans or 2 pikeman march, right? But the problem is the armors, the equipment. That's the only problem that I have. So if you're going to use 2 marches, make sure that they are the different type of troops. And also focused on 1 march first. If you have maxed out your troops, like mine, you have maxed it out. Your gems are also red gems. You are at level 3 of your armors. Then go to your next troop. You go to your pikeman, let's say. You can do that. That way you're going to have a lot of more, or you're going to be more efficient doing it that way. So Ashu also says, I use Clover and Falcon on Cyrus. It refuses to die. Okay. On your Cyrus, so you have now 2 marches. You have Darius and Cyrus, Ashu. And your lineup is also like this one. Cyrus, Freddy, and Mansa. Oh, okay. Hi, Aswang. How are you? Yes, I'm a whale here. As you can see my power, right? Okay. That's not the average power of non-whales. But right now, if I have continued to be a whale, I think I'm 100 and something already. The backdoor says rings Lubu. Okay, so I will give you a good
I am
rings for your Lubu. So first off, you want your Lubu to have at least, let's say this one. What's your lineup? You have Rani like this. I'm not really good with my Lubu though, but my Lubu March is actually, my rings are Radiant, but my first suggestion to you is not Radiant. It's supposed to be the Ring of Daisy. So that's 1 ring for your Lubu. Next up, if you have this build, you can get Wolf Ring for your Attila. Here's my Wolf Ring. So this one. So you need your Ring of Night Wolf, and then for your Rani, you can actually use either, if you're low on budget, you can use the Ring of Bear, this one, or if not, if you have a budget, you can use the Ring of the Lord of the Eastern Heavens, or Heavens, sorry. You can use that. This one is for normal attacks. And we know that Lubu loves normal attacks, right? Every crit or every normal attacks can crit. So adding normal attacks will additionally add more damage to your Lubu lineup. Even though if you don't have Rani, let's say you have Guan Yu, you can use that ring also. But if you have a Timur, okay, what you're going to do is to Daisy still for your Lubu. And then your Timur can either get, like, let's say, a Ring of Falcon for defense, or a Ring of Clover if you don't have a budget. Or you can use Tranquil Ring. Yep. That's the only change I would do. And then if you have the Ring of Wolf here, it's okay. But if you have a budget, you can do a Ring of the Lord of the Eastern Havens also here. But the best right now for Lubu, if you can max the Ring of Daisy, that's the best one. If you can afford the Ring of Radiant at level 20, now we're going to talk about the Ring of Radiant. So you're going to get the Ring of Radiant instead. So that's my suggestion for your Lubu March. Now, next one is Cyrus March. So this is my best ring suggestion for your Cyrus March. Okay, this is not my ring build right now. If you're using a Cyrus, what's your lineup for your Cyrus? Cyrus, Barba, and Mansa. Okay. So this one, Messenger of Destruction for your Cyrus. Then on your Freddy, you can use the Ring of Lily
Wachen zum Schutz.
to activate the, what do you call this? The Peaceful Haven. So activate the Peaceful Haven more. And also, this Ring of Lily, sorry, have a Troop Health. Okay, if you have budget, you can use the Ring of Lofty Mountain on your Freddy. And next off, you can use Tranquil Water on your Mansa Musa. If you don't have Tranquil Water, you can use the Ring of Clover on your Mansa Musa. The thing why you have your Lofty Mountain on this lineup is because of the health. You can see you have the health and the defense. That's a big thing. And also this one. After entering the battle for the first 18 seconds, you will reduce your troops' might damage taken, right? And then after that one, after 18 seconds, you will have another 18 seconds, which you will have more damage, which will benefit your Cyrus. And also, they will benefit with the health. As I've said earlier, health is everything in this game mostly, because health will give you more tankiness. And Cyrus needs tankiness and damage. That's why you're going to have these rings as your final rings if you're going to build for your best rings for your Cyrus. So this is my recommendation: the Ring of Tranquil, Ring of Lofty Mountain, and also Ring of Messenger of Destruction, if you're going to use this as your main lineup. That's 100% the best. I'm not kidding, guys. I use Clover and Falcon on Cyrus. Oh, sorry. I think I am misreading again. Which heroes will you reset in upcoming hero reset? Okay, another thing, guys, is that the hero reset sucks. 100% it sucks. Why? Because you can only reset skills. You can only reset skills. You cannot reset stars. Let's say you reset the stars. The only thing is that you will get another Cyrus. For example, you reset Cyrus. You will only get Cyrus again for the medals. Right? The only thing that's good if you're going to reset is you're going to get your free reset on your skills. What other things do you think you can reset? The levels? Okay, you're going to get the levels of your Cyrus or the levels of your hero from your Cyrus. That's the only good thing about that. You cannot reset the stars if you have used your universal hero medals on your Cyrus. You can get the stars. No. The only good thing is skills and also the tomes if you're going to need it on another hero. Okay, Harold what? Lubu, Timur, Attila, and Cyrus. I have all the rings. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Any thoughts why you need Mansa to be 5-star first before Cyrus? No, I don't have any thoughts on that. I have Mansa at 5-star because Mansa is available in Season 3. Season 4 Cyrus arrived. That's why my Mansa was first level 5-star because Mansa is available in Season 3. So Season 2, Boudica is available. Season 3, Mansa is available. So Mansa and Boudica logically has higher stars than my Cyrus right now because I'm just trying to max out my Cyrus right now. And the only thing that I regret in Season 1 is that I didn't max out my Freddy then. And right now I'm just catching up. And I haven't yet decided if I'm going to get Vlad. If they wanted to be generous for their anniversary, should offer ring reset. Honestly, if they're going to be generous in their anniversary, they're going to need a whole or a full hero reset. Like, yeah, you're going to at least give us our universal hero medals. Also, if they're going to do the ring reset, it's going to be good for everyone. Because, for example, like me, I have used up a lot of levels for the rings. I can actually maximize a ring, right? Actually, that's a good thing if they're going to do that, especially for low spenders and free-to-play players, because most of them, of course, sometimes, like also me, I have made mistakes on my rings, and I can't change that. That's why we have made a guide on that, and constantly asking or encouraging players to watch the videos or watch our live stream like this one, so that they could ask and we could guide them on the right path to take, so that they won't do the mistakes that we have done in the past. Okay, let's do some PvP. I mean, my rings right now are not okay, so wait, hang on.
죽고 사는 것은 하늘의 뜻이다.
So we're preparing for the MEE. That's why we are on this place for the farming. We are so far off. Look at that.
진정한 장수는 죽음에만 굴복할 뿐.
So this map is closed. You can't go back necessarily right away to your city. You need to, or to your city, right? You need to use your wonder. So this is how we do it. For those of you guys who still doesn't know how to go to this place that are over the mountain, if your paths are closed, what you need to do is bring out your troops. Let's say, for example, this. Bring out your troops first. Okay, and then when you want to go to the place where you can't go, like, for example, let's try it without this technique.
Our warriors is unmatched.
Okay, we want to go here. We want to go farm this one, right? Or we want to go farm this one. Usually, you can just go click and then gather, right? But since this one is a closed part of the map, you cannot do that. So what you can do is to first go to your city, right? Bring out your troops that you want to bring to that place, and then go to your wonder, or go to the place again, sorry. Now here you can, as long as you have a wonder there, or wonder air dock, you can actually arrive here, use it this way, and then you click on the hero or the troops you want to go here, then click on that, and then they will go there.
Estimate us at your peril.
Okay, so we will arrive there. Oh, we're having a Trojan right now, sorry. Okay, anyway, we're going to have a Trojan first, but that's how you do it. For those of you guys who doesn't have yet the idea on how to do it, that's how you do it. Because there are still a few players that actually doesn't know how to do it. Then let's go here. Another one here. Wait. Another bike. Yeah. They're already fighting? God. I'm late for this. If they wanted to be generous. Okay. If you guys have any other questions, or just write it down in the comment section down below. Or on the live chat, sorry. Will Vlad replace Timur? Oh. Well, for me, I don't see Timur, or I don't see Vlad in the Lubus March. Honestly, like, unless you want your March to be tanky. I mean, because you need to... Wait, hang on. The skills of Vlad fits the warrior pikes for the swarm. It can actually work on your Lubu, honestly, 100%. But Lubu doesn't have a splash damage, right? Instead, he has his commander skill for the splash damage. The thing is, if you're going to use Timur on that, Vlad in that lineup instead of the pikeman lineup, you're going to miss out a lot of potential from Vlad. Wait, what? Satrin 91 calling you weak. You will burn your whole server. Oh, okay. Where's that? from the Wonder Contest earlier? From what Sky said? Is that what it is? You know, what gem's good for head armor in Dubu lineup? All attack gems or health or defense capacity? Well, honestly, I'm using, before I was using the all attack gems, unit attack gems. Because honestly, if I'm going to be honest with you, you're going to need that because every normal attack that your troop does, it can actually hit as a critical, right? So the higher the damage that your troop overall has, it will have an indication of higher damage for your critical, right? That's why I think if you want more damage, you're going to use the all attack gems. And you don't really need the all defense gems. It's not great. If believe me, the defense gems are not great at all. I only use them for the lineups that I don't usually use. You know, just a filler. That's what I use them for. Second to the attack gems, the best is health gems. The third is troop capacity. Still have this. I'm saving up a lot for the gems right now, honestly. Like, and also the armor. I need a lot of equipment though. I still need a lot of equipment for my Mia and my Ram. What gems are you using right now, Intel? Like, are you using a different type of gem right now on your Lubu March? Or do you have a specific gems that you're using? I think I need to have a video about the gems though. I mean, a video that can help most players on the gem issues that they're having. Do you buy gems? Sometimes it depends if there are events that proves to be worth it. I actually do. But if you want, there is actually a gem boost. What's that? Gear boost? No, not that one. A gem chest here. So this one is actually a way cheaper way to purchase a gem. This one is going to be weekly. If you want, you can also purchase the $5 one after this one. And that's sometimes if I don't have any choice, I do that if I need a gem right away. So that's how I do it. It's way better than your average value pack. 100% way better. Okay, this. I mixed attack, defense, and health. Okay, the thing is, if you're going to mix a lot of those things in one hero, that's going to be a problem. I mean, I will show you how I do the gems, right? Okay, come on. So that there will be no confusion or no problems with your RNG. It's not actually RNG. I'm kind of lost for words for that, but I'm going to show you what I do. Hang on a bit. So if blood is for pikes, then 3-star Timur or 5-star Guan. Honestly, 3-star Timur is actually way better than a Guan Yu. I will always pick a 3-star Vlad, or sorry, 3-star Timur than a 5-star Guan Yu. First of all, you can check out their attributes progression or attribute scaling, and then their use. I mean, Timur is way better in a way that he will give your troops survivability, right? Even without Guan Yu, Lubu is still going to be a monster. Especially that Timur also has a critical insight. Even if Guan Yu is out of the picture, you will still have the same critical chance that your Timur can provide than your Guan Yu, or compared to your Guan Yu. And the addition is that your Guan Yu, or your Timur, sorry, will give you defense and healing. Every time you crit, you will have a heal. Every time you crit, you will have a heal. When Desolate Desert events start? Okay. So it's going to be starting, I think, this week. And some servers next week. That's the target of the game. I mean, the devs. It's either this week or next week. Because after our MEE this week, we're going to have our very first Desolate Desert. That's actually on the calendar, I think. I don't think, but it was already mentioned that it will have, or it will be there. But after the MEE, we have the Desolate Desert. So we have one MEE first, and then Desolate Desert after. Sorry about that. Haven't have completed this one. Arena challenges. Doc, recruit. Oof, okay. Let's see the damage of my builds. Hang on. Oh, okay. So we dealt 92 million damage to the Trojan pikes for our Mia. Okay. Now the other one, our Ram. Look at this. We only dealt like hang on. We only dealt like 27M with our RAM. Wow. I was shocked on that. Ah, yes. Because actually the strength of Ram is from his commander skill. But the thing is still the damage is that huge of a difference. This is 4 minutes and 55, and the other one, how many minutes is this one? 6 minutes. Okay, so it will really have more damage. But still, we only did like 27M. Oh, come on, man. Am I using swords on this? Yes, it's swords. Oh, okay. I don't have a ring on my RAM. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Still, it's so low. Maybe it should have been like 30s. I don't understand why it's so low like that, though. Next Pioneer server gets some codes. We will do some battle testing. Oh, okay, sure. You can hit me up in Discord, Ashu, if you want. We made some battle testing this time. I haven't yet uploaded the video, but it's mostly for our swords versus the what do you call this? The tactician pikeman. So it's mostly on that. That's the only thing that we've done in the Pioneer server for the tests. What's my conclusion about the tactic pikeman? Oh, okay. My conclusion is still the swordsmen are better against them, but they are so tanky that my swordsmen almost are in 20% or 30% health, or almost sometimes 10% when we were fighting. Like we've fought with no rings, no armors, just basic levels and everything and skills, and then we've also fought with the rings, and then with armors without rings. So we did that, and the conclusion is actually still the swords are better because they have the bonus damage. But if we're going to be pikeman versus pikeman, the tactician pikes are going to win. That's 100% for sure. And they can actually tank the Lubus critical damage way better than Cyrus can tank it. I mean, when it comes to the damage though. But still, they can 1-on-1 or 1v1 a Lubu March. That's a fact, 100%. And also, they can kill archers without a doubt. Like the Mulan March, they can kill them. And wrong build swordsman, they can kill or defeat wrong build swordsman. Bad builds. Let's say it's bad builds. Bad build swordsman. Okay, next question is from Intel. Please share to me how to set up gems for Miyamoto team. Do you spend Empire coins to buy VIP points? Yes, sometimes. Sometimes I do mostly purchase there for the Universal Hero medals though, not the gems exactly. My Miyamoto's
Already bound.
these are my Miyamoto's gems if you want to see. So all unit types attack. Then on the arm we have all might gems. You can see here the might. Then all active gems here. And then here we have attack, the might, and active gems. That's my Mia. Now for my Tribuana, we have health. It's important. Next is the hero all attributes gems. Best or better than your armor gems, because this also has like defense against strategy heroes. Now we have the healing gems, of course, for more survivability. Then we have another attack gems here, but I should have placed in here a health gem, but I don't have an extra, so this is what I placed it here. And also I would have placed here also another all attributes instead of this armor if I have one. So those two are you can change this to another health here and another all attributes there. And for Lagertha, we have all troops, sorry, troop cap. And then we have here another all attributes. And then we have here normal attacks. So you can actually use another active gems here. But in my opinion, you can sometimes use this one, especially this is good if you also are against tactician pikes because they have silence or something like that sometimes. Or a tactician, not tactician pikes, tactician swords or tactician archers. So this is also good for tactician archers or tactician swords. But you can actually use active skills also. But in my opinion, it's better to have this one so that you can focus your active skill gems on your Miyamoto so that you can level them up higher. Then another troop cap, another all attributes, and this one is you can use an active gems or another normal attack gems. Those are my gears or my gems for my lineup there. Hello, hope you're doing great, mate. Oh, thank you for checking out Abdo. Red Cell says, does it worth to drop martial pikes or tactician pikes or not? You mean you want to drop your martial pikes or your tactician pikes? If you have a Ramesses in your lineup, Ramesses is actually not Ramesses, sorry, Ramkam Heng is actually a good addition to your overall troops. So you need that pikeman lineup to the all 5 march or all the 5 marches so that you will have extra damage, extra healing, and also extra stats. That's what the martial pikemen are really good for right now, honestly. Okay. Backdoor says situational. For example, you have 3-star lineup of Mulan, Bellevue, and Mehmet. And 3-star Mia. 3-star Mia, Tribuana, and Yodit. All of them with level 60 armors. Okay. Are they worth it including into the field fights? 3 stars with level 60? Yes. The only thing that you need to know when you're going for field fights are you should know which enemy you're going to attack or you're going to expose yourself with. Okay? When it comes to field battle, the only thing that you need to do is to be smart. Okay? You must know who the whales are. You must know who the krakens are. And you must stay away from them. Especially if you have 3 stars and you have 60 armors. You're going to be food. Or you're going to be points food. Point feeding. Like that. So the only thing you need to do is to make sure that you don't expose yourself too much. Use the trees so that you can hide yourself. And make sure you only focus heroes or troops that you can take. Like for example, you have the same power, the same level, and everything. You can take those troops. You will have a very good exchange of points. So stay away from the krakens and the whales. So that's what my suggestion is to you. Don't plainly put your heroes in the field You can use the trees to hide. You can use your heroes to run. If you see someone chasing you, like a whale or a kraken, use everything in your power to be smart in the field fights. You don't want giving free points to anyone, you know? Martial swordsman with Julius, how are they? They suck. They 100% suck. Honestly. If you're going to ask me, if you fight me with your martial pikes, and I am a swordsman march or warrior swordsman march, I'm going to annihilate your troops. Martial swordsman with Julius sucks. 100%. If in season 1 they are good, yes, but their usefulness ends there. I mean, you're not going to max out these martial pikes, right? They are free heroes, yes, but you cannot max their stars, right? Now, if you have a max troop, maybe you can actually do something in the field. But if you check the attribute progression of these heroes, they have a limit. Let's say season 1, season 2. And you can't max them out because of the limited let's say tavern hero arrival tokens that you can get in the game. So there is only a very slight chance that you can max them out without using any universal hero medals. And if I were you, I won't use universal hero medals on these heroes. You have a lot of other choices. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying they are trash, but I'm saying they suck. That's a different scenario. Trash is trash, and suck means they doesn't evolve or develop that well in the other seasons. That's my honest opinion about them. Let's just say if your account is reset to level 1, refunded all the money spent into Apex coins. Spend into Apex coins, okay. Would you still build your account the same? For example, main swords, etc. Different rings, gems, and heroes. Okay. So if I would have the opportunity to start all over again, as I've just said, Sky, honestly, I would choose to be what I have shown on my video. Number 1 is to be a Mulan March. To have a Mulan March, I'm going to max Mulan. I'm going to use Rani. I'm going to use Attila in season 1. And I'm going to park but use Theodora. That's what I'm going to do season 1. Okay? I'm not going to level up any Pikeman hero instead of Freddy. Okay? I'm not going to get Leonidas. No. I'm going to use Joanne. Maybe Richard, but I'm not going to max them out. Okay? But my main focus, my main goal there is to get Mulan, to get Rani, and to get Attila to max stars. That's my main goal. If I'm going to be restarting all over again, okay? I'm not going to be a Miyamoto March, okay? I'm not going to be that guy. This is from a low spender to a mid spender kind of let's say account, okay? Then in season 2, I'm going to get Lubu, then bring out my Attila and Rani and get them to join Lubu's troops. Then since also in season 2, I'm going to get Ramkam Heng, and then I'm going to also get Bellevue. So in season 2, I'm going to use my my Mulan, Bellevue, and Josephine on a march. And then I'm going to focus on my main march, which is Lubu, Rani, and Attila. So I only have to focus 2 heroes that time, right? Going to focus Lubu and then Bellevue. And then also I'm going to get Ramkam. So I'm just going to park him maybe 3 stars. Something like that. Okay? Just get him to park on that scenario, right? Now, in the next season, season 3, I'm going to get Ramesses and Charlemagne to get a Swords March of Ramesses, Charlemagne, and Theodora. And then, that's my only goal for season 3. And also, to get Mansa Musa. That's my goal in season 3. Those heroes. So maybe by then Chidora is also maxed. And then also if I can get my hands on maybe let's say maybe we have saved up a lot of hero medals by this point. So I guess maybe we can also level up and get Mehmed. So we have 3 March right now. So Lubu, we have Ramesses, we have Mulan. So 3 Marches already for 3 seasons, right? And on season 4, I'm going to get my hands on Cyrus. Then build, since I have parked and use Fred in season 1, then we're going, and season 3 for Mansa Musa, I'm going to get those Pikemen. So I have 4 marches now. And then the last bit is that getting also Octavian in season 4. Or season 3, sorry. And season 4, I'm just going to get Cyrus. I think that's about it. And wait for season 5 for Otto. And Zugliang, is it Zugliang? I think. So that I could have, or maybe if you don't have that, you can actually use instead of Zugliang, Otto, Ramkamheng, and then let's say Bushra for a change. Because I only need like a support march, 1 support march. So honestly, that's my goal if I'm going to start all over again. So instead of my Miyamoto right now, I will have Ramesses instead. So that's my honest truth if I'm going to reset the game all over again. Then Abdo says, which one's better on swords, defense or attack? I saw on barracks that swords have higher defense. What do you mean? I'm kind of lost with that, Abdo. Can you clear things up with that question? Also, Backdoor says, but I'm Rambo, I want blood. Okay. Okay, just don't give free points, okay? Use your Rambo persona on other players. Just avoid the whales. Just avoid the whales, bro. Intan Faisal says, I'm in season 3. What is the best warrior swordsman lineup for me? Mia Tribiodit or Mia Memediodit? All your heroes are on 3 stars. Okay. Okay, so here's the thing. If you're going for Mia, Mehmed, and Yodit, you can actually do that. But the thing is that you want Yodit to be your main commander instead of Mia. Okay? Sorry. Well, you can actually, you can use also Mia, Mehmed, and Yodit, yeah. But the thing is, Mia, Trib, and Yodit actually has higher damage potential than Mia, Mehmed, and Yodit. But Mia, you can do Mia, Tribuana, and Mehmed for the best or second best tank swordsman lineup. You can choose Mia, Trib, Yodit, or Mia, Trib, Mehmed. Okay? Don't go Mia, Trib, or Mia, Mehmed, Yodit. You're going to lose a lot of activation chances. Instead, go for Mia, Trib, Mehmed for tankiness, or Mia, Trib, Yodit for more damage. That's the 2 things I would like you to do. Next question is from Ashu. Okay, Ashu says, Tomeris plus Octavian plus Julius Spikes. Tomeris, Octavian plus Julius Spikes. Okay. So in this lineup, Julius is actually, or should be, or could be the main commander. But the honest truth is, you can use the Tomeris, Octavian, Julius Spikes. But you're going to miss something. Let's say, let's go check that out. Okay. Okay. So you said Julius, Tomeris, and Octavian, right? Okay. So you want Tomaris, Octavian, and Julius. Oh, thank you, Troy, for the membership. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the membership, brother. It's the first one today. Thank you. So you give membership to Red South, Corinne, Sylvia, Robbie, and John. Thanks, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you for supporting the channel on that level, man. Okay, talking about Tomaris, Julius, and Octavian here. So the only thing you're going to need to think about is this one. Okay? This is actually a good hero if you're going to use Tomaris as your main commander. The only thing you're going to lose, I guess, is the damage. But here's the thing. You can use Tenacity and Peaceful Haven and make Tomaris as tanky as you can. And let the damage be on Julius and Octavian. Now, here's the thing. If you're going to ask what gems you're going to use for Tomaris, use your armor or all attributes gems. Sorry. Because this one is an armor bonus. And you need like damage on your commander skill. Look at that. You need damage on that, right? And honestly, if you're going to do this, you need all attributes gems. But since you don't have any other damage skills, but you want your other damage skills for your other two heroes, you can actually do this. But I think it's still better if Julius is the commander. I'm not sure about this one though. I'm not 100% sure about this one. But Julius has this more damage, right? Then also increases all your heroes' damage. So I think Julius is the better commander instead of your Tomaris. And what happens or what skill you're going to use is that this one for your Julius. I like King's Blade better than Coordination. With Coordination, you're going to lose a lot of damage, right? So next up is your Tomaris. So this one is way better. So what you're going to do in your Tomaris here in this situation is that you use all armor gems. A lot of armor gems so that you can have a lot more heals. You can see here, right? This one is armor bonus. You need that for your heals. And also since you are actually healing again and then with defense again, you don't really need a lot of attack from your Tomaris. You can also use the Ring of Falcon here or Ring of Lily maybe, or actually Ring of, let's say, what do you call it? Tranquil Ring, sorry. And then on your Octavian, use this one. What I have, Triple Offensive and King's Blade. I don't really like Coordination, and Whirlwind Whip is best if you are doing a rally. So that's about it. So this is going to be my build. The rings though, if you want to have the rings, you can use the ring of this one, Lofty Mountain. Then you can use, as I've said, Tranquil Water here. And then here on your Octavian, you can use either a Ring of Lion for the damage, and also you can do the Ring of Scorching Flame. The Ring of Scorching Flame will have your Julius continuously doing your commander skill, because it only has like 300 range cost, and you can do more damage that way. Or you can mix this one with let's say if you're not going to use the Ring of Lion, you're going to use this one. You need another skill here, but you're not going to have a heal. That's the only thing. So if you're not going to have a heal here, remove the Peaceful Haven and instead go for Roar of Victory, or not that one, this one, Armor Piercer. So that's my opinion on that lineup though. But this one can work. But again, Julius has lower attributes. You can see the might of Julius is only 0.8, 0.6 on armor. Look at Tomaris, 0.9. Look at the difference. Okay, this one is 0.88. So there's a lot of difference when it comes to might, especially when it comes to your Tomaris and your Octavian. So that's the only problem I have with Julius, and that I think he is going to be replaced soon by Octavian in Season 4 Oh, in season 5, sorry. I think this is my honest opinion. If you're going, if we're now going to season 5, and we want an attack type of hero, and I think Octavian is going to be the leader, then Ramcam, and then maybe Otto, or you can do it like that. Maybe, I'm not sure yet, but not Otto. You can use Octavian, Ramcam, and Zugliang. Is Zugliang the right hero? I think, yeah. You can use that hero right here. So I think that's, in my opinion, that's going to be the next big thing. If I'm not mistaken. I'm not still sure, right? Okay. I'm not sure yet about that one. So Ashruf says again, honestly, I will save Empire coins and build farmers in season 1 and save everything for Boudica, Cyrus, and Mansa. Okay. And Lion, MOD, and Tranquil high level. Yes, that's also a good thing, Ashu. That's also a good thing. So Abdu says gems, attributes, and defense gems. Okay. Thanks for the membership. Yes, 100%. Thank you, Troy. Thank you so much. Like 100%, bro. Oh, I need to activate I'm going to activate this week my new emotes just for you guys, for the members, so that you can use your new emotes next week on our next stream. And also, I'm going to upgrade our badge so that you guys would have your very own badges for the members. Tomaris has rage recovery skill as well. Yes, yes. But it's like Ashoka. It's not that much. It's not that much. You have to consider how many per second or how many range per second that will be. You will need to consider that. Troy says S9 got dog walk versus S40 last KBK. Oh, yeah. They had too many whales. We also had some major players quit. Really? You have a lot of players or major players who have quit? Stormblast decided to quit at the last minute. Someone took over the account, but still... You know why Stormblast quit? Because he is right now playing Fate War. He is the top dog in our server in Fate War. That's why maybe he quit. That's what I think. That's what I think. That March needs RAM. No ifs and buts. Yeah. Wow, really? Stormblast was core member of the server. Oh, yeah. Tomaris is not up to task over RAM. Yep. Actually, when it comes to, if we're talking about the damage and battle build, well, Tomaris can replace RAM in a 1v1 scenario if you're going to use him. And those players who doesn't have RAM, honestly, RAM is hard to get in the MGE because a lot of top players are going to be aiming for RAM, you know. And you're going to have a hard time doing the MGE, but still, you're right. RAM is really a needed necessity or a needed hero for the battlefield or for the rallies. Like 100%, his usefulness is 100%. Very, very important in the game. Stormblast is one of like 3 Krakens on S9. You have a lot of Krakens there, brother, honestly. And yes, as I've said, Stormblast is actually in Fate War. And he is, let's say, 90M already in power or 100M in power already in Fate War. That's how he is actually spending right now. And he is in server 2. If you guys want to check it out, he is in server 2 in Fate War. And he is the top player. And he is the leader of our alliance there. I'm not... the alliance is called East. So that's it. That's the alliance. Or what we call tribe in Fate War. If you don't want to believe me, Troy, you can check out Fate War. And then can go to server 2 and check Stormblast out. He is there. He is 100% there. Here's the Kraken of... He's the sole Kraken of the server. He's the soul kraken of the server, bro. 100%. Abdus says like all type attack and defense gems on swords because swords have high defense. Brother, my opinion is not to have defense gems overall. They're not good. If you want to have better output as let's say if you want to be more tanky, use health gems instead of defense gems. 100%. I honestly believe that the health gems is 100% way better than defense gems. So instead of using defense gems, use health gems. I recommend that 100%. You're going to thank me for that. That's my honest opinion. It's sad more and more players losing interest in AoEM. Is that a mobile game? Yes, it's a mobile game, but it also has a Steam version. Fate War is like ROK mixed with COD and Age of Empires Mobile. It's like a mix of all of those three games in one. I do have some of the videos I made for Fate War if you can check out my channel. Yeah, but like AoEM, like BOD or sorry COD and like ROK, it's still on its early stages, and honestly they only have like let's say a few events in the game, like Top Chieftain, which is equivalent to MGE. They only have like a few things to do in the game, and the passes that was only opened last week is level 2 pass, the first pass, I guess. We're not yet on the, it's like still in its infancy stage, you know. It's still new. It's still like, it's not even a month old. How do I get more chests for gems, Kuya? How do you get more chests for gems? Do you mean by events or by purchasing? If you mean by events, there's actually a lot of events giving away a lot of gems. You can go to the GE rewards, they have gems there. MEE rewards, they also have gems there. And also, if you're doing the caravan, they also give gem chest every day. I mean, every reset. Then if you want to purchase in the event, the best way to do so, if we don't have any mall events going on or festival events going on, you can purchase from the gem chest here. It's like 170 pesos. Right? And avoid the value packs. Look at the price difference. This one is $10 or 580 pesos. Then compared to this one, which have the same value. This one is just $3 or 170 pesos. Then once you purchase this one, you will get another one with a $5 mark or 285 pesos. You can actually also purchase that one. Way better than this one, right? Look at this, 580. That sucks, right? So the value really depends on that. And during events, you will get a better deal. So if you're planning to be a spender in this game, make sure you purchase during events with a discount. And also, if you want to, you can use my links so that you will have a cashback every time. So here's my links if you want to check it out. Trying to level up my gems for my equipments. That's a big help. Okay, just make sure you don't miss out on any events like the MEE, GEE. Make sure you purchase those gems there or gem chest there. You can also purchase from the VIP store if you have reached the same level. You can have this one. You can have the green one. Then you can also purchase the blue one and the purple, and also if you're on this level, you can actually purchase the legendary ones here. But it's all random. You cannot choose. There's no custom chest in here. And always make sure that before you purchase, think of this, that the value of the custom gem chest is way higher than the value of the random gem chest. Okay, because in the random gem chest, even though it's legendary, you will have a chance to get bad type of gems, like let's say gathering gems, even though it's legendary. So I don't suggest you to purchase any legendary random gem chest. It is a hard pass in my opinion. Caravan Frontier is a must. Yes, 100%. Every time. Every time. MGE, MEE, GEE. Yes. Those are really good. Those are the places you can get your gems with. Got it. What gem should I focus for Lubu lineup? Lubu with Guan Yu. Lubu. Okay. So with Lubu,
Already bound onto a
where is my Lubu?
the
Lubu. Okay. So Lubu, Guan Yu, and Attila. Is it like this? So first off, you need, let's say, on your Lubu, you need all unit attack. So okay, I'm not seeing it. But on your Lubu, if you're going to use your Lubu, do it this way. So do it like Mia, right? So you have 3 unit attacks. In my opinion, this will increase the damage of your critical first off and your overall damage of your skills for your Lubu. Next off is Might Gems for your Lubu. All Might Gems. Don't use all unit attacks or all attribute gems on your Lubu itself or himself. Just use Might attack. It will have more damage. Then on your armor, on your piece of armor, use this one, secondary strike attack. So secondary strike attack, as you can see here, I was using Lubu before, but right now I'm changing my ways, and still my Lubu is not 5-star, so I'm benching him right now. So I was using secondary strike for all the 3 available slots on your armor. Then on your shoes, you can do another unit attack for more damage, then another might, and another secondary strike skill. Now, when it comes to your, let's say this guy, or let's say your Tribuana is your, or let's say your Lagerta is your Guan Yu, okay? So, you can do 3 troop capacity, then all attribute gems, so that you can counter both, you can have both armor for might damage and armor for strategy damage, because the all attribute gems can give you strategy and armor, and both of those things can shield you or give you defense against might and strategy damage. Next off is you can use normal attack gems. Okay, this is both for your Lubu and your Attila. Normal attack gems will give you more damage for your normal attacks, and your normal attacks do have critical chances. And every time you have higher normal attack damage, you will have higher critical damage when it hits. And also on your armor or on your shoes, you can use another unit capacity, then another all attributes gems, and another normal attack gems. Okay, now with your Attila, the only thing you need to change is your troop capacity. Just change it to health. Okay, you don't need another troop attack. You can also use another troop attack in my opinion, but honestly, having somewhat of a defense or a health gems here, 4 again of health gems, is way better to survive more in the battlefield. So that's my gem recommendation for your Lubu lineup. Okay, might for Lubu with secondary attack. Yes, 100% Troy. One you can do troops, gems, and all attributes. Yes, 100%. We have the same build. Oh, nice to hear that you have or we help you in a way. It's always nice to help players, you know. Honestly, I envy the new players. Like if you're a new player and you're just starting off the game, and honestly, if you're getting a lot of, let's say, you have your mercenaries already, you have your castle facilities already, and now you're going to have your mount system already. I envy new players because they experience this from the start of the game, and they don't have any gap yet with the krakens and the whales, unlike we or us that have gaps right now in the game with the krakens and the whales. And that's actually, like, honestly, my only the only downside that I can think of with the current meta right now that we have, especially with the coming mount system. And I hope that the devs will give us something to catch up to the whales and krakens when it comes to the mounts, because for sure they're going to bring this up again, or place this whistle to summon the mounts again in the mall. And of course, if you are a kraken or a whale, you can purchase them anytime you want, right? So I just hope that they have way better control of putting everything in the mall in this time around, you know. By the way, we just won our KVK. Ooh, what server are you from? Just right now? What server are you from and what are you up against? Let's get some wood. I'm running out of resources because of the renovations, bro. Do you have the same problem with as me, Troy? Like all the renovations and stuff. $245 versus 244. Okay. What season are you right now? Do you have whales also right there? Do you experience the same problems I'm experiencing right now in the resources, Troy? I mean, every time I do the research and then do some of the renovations, all my resources are are used up, you know. Whale's not cracking yet, okay. What's the highest powered player in your server right now? You're in season 2, so you already have Lubu, yes. Okay. Invest in him. You're going to be thankful that you have invested in him, honestly. Maybe don't use Guan Yu right now. I mean, don't invest too much in Guan Yu. You can actually invest on Timur when Timur comes. But it's still in season 4. Maybe you can invest on the skills of Guan Yu, since you can actually use those skills in season 4. You can actually reset those skills. 31 mil is your highest powered player? Okay. For season 2? Not bad. Not bad, honestly. That's a good number. Let's have some sort of music, okay? Actually regretting investing in Richard? I have that same argument or feeling when I invested in Richard. But
Underestimate us at your
that's not your fault.
warriors.
Because Richard is actually a good investment, you know? If only there was no Cyrus available, or Cyrus was not made. Richard is the best pikeman, warrior pikeman hero, you know? So no whale 30 million isn't a whale. I used up all my gold heads. You used up all your gold heads on, or Universal Hero medals on Richard. You're from ROK, aren't you? Because you're using the word gold heads. We are the same. Like, the first time I was playing this game, I always call this Universal Hero medals gold heads, you know? Because we're used to ROK being or having a gold heads. JMR Corpus says 30 million is a small whale for 80 days server. Okay. Well, our whale in season 1 has like 80M in power or 90M in power. We have Nef. We have Nephisto here in our server, season 1, season 2. So his power was already at almost 100 when season 2 started. I'll let you guys figure that out. Wait, hang on. Let's do some PvP action. Oh, okay, wait, hang on. I think we can't get through the PvP after this. I'm just going to finish this. Honestly, when we are in season 2, Nephisto's account is actually at 80M power, I think. 80M. He wins all the freaking MGE, all the freaking MGE heroes. He's always number 1. And he has like 10 million troops. Kinda thought he has since they're... Well, Nef is not a whale. Nef is a kraken though. He's purchasing unlimited number of Empire coins, not Apex coins. Before, it's not called Apex coins, you know? Like, the first times, we only have, like, vouchers and stuff. We don't have Apex coins, and then suddenly, we have the Apex coins, introduced by Midas Buy. They are the new server 40. Wow. Really? Oh, yeah, since they are just new. I mean, they're new to the game. Kind of thought he was since they're trying to look okay. Yes, fair enough, JM.
Bricks and blocks
Fair enough.
lives of their own.
Wait, oh, okay. Let's go do some PvP because we're going to get to the reset right now. Wait, hang on. Question for Tito. Since I'm into pikes as well, but searching on the internet is quite confusing, who would you recommend to be my pike lineup? Right now? Season 2? Well, you can do Boudica, Freddy, and Season 2. Well, Richard, Boudica, and Freddy. You can actually use them right now in Season 2. And then Season 3, get Mansa Musa. Season 4, get Cyrus. If you really are into pikes, now is your pikeman right now could be Richard, Freddy, and Boudica, since Boudica is available in Season 2. And then on Season 3, get Mansa Musa, replace Freddy for a while. So you have Richard, Boudica, and Mansa Musa. Now in Season 4, Richard will be replaced by Cyrus. That's how it should be, or it would be. You can either use also Boudica or Freddy if you want damage, use Boudica. If you want more tankiness, use Freddy. But in my opinion, Freddy is better in Season 4 than Boudica. That's my personal opinion. Would you recommend I invest still on season 2 or just wait for the next season? What do you mean invest still? Boudica is like, you can use Boudica, you know? I mean, you can just let them be 3 stars if you want to. Then make sure Mansa Musa is 5 star because Mansa Musa is the tip of the top. But make sure you still have Freddy. I mean, Freddy is very useful even if you max him out. Your investment in Freddy, top notch, 100%. He is like the forgotten hero from season 1, but when Cyrus came, Freddy has been very, very significant and very, very important in the lineup of Cyrus, you know? I mean, in just my opinion, he's better in that lineup than Boudica. And right now in season 5, we're actually going to do another thing with Pikeman because Vlad is available and Vlad is way stronger than Boudica. You know, it really depends on the season, I guess. Even I have a lot of Pikemen. If I'm going to show you all my Pikemen, you'll be, I don't know if you'll be flabbergasted, but if I'm going to show you my Pikemen, let's go back again to the Apex Arena, okay. If I'm going to show you my pikemen, you're going to be out of words or lost for words, you know? Okay. So these are my pikemen here. How many did I invested in? Okay. So we have Boudica 5 star. We have Cyrus now almost 5 star. We have Mansa 5 star. Okay. Next we have Leonidas 5 star. We have Richard, 5 star. We have Frederick, almost 5 star. We have Joanne, 5 star. We have Darius, 5 star. So almost all of my warrior pike are 5 star, as you can see. So I'm actually regretting some of the investments that I have, but still they have been very useful for me in every season. So, you know, it's not really a waste. How about for swords? I have Sun Chu lineup. Is he worth it? Well, honestly, your Sun Chu would be replaced in season 3 by Ramesses. If you can get Ram in season 3, that lineup would be way, way better. So Ram, this one, Ram, Charlemagne, and Chidora. You can see this? Ram, Charlemagne, and Chidora. This is actually the best swords in the game. The best swords, yeah. 100%. This is your go-to source if you can get Ramesses. This is a good investment overall. Okay, let's go edit something. So here, as you can see, I'm using Ramcam as a buffer on my lineup. Do I have the rings right now? Wait, hang on, let me check. Let's use this right now instead. Okay, so that we don't have too much rings.
Bricks and blocks have lives of their own, and they stand eternal.
Agir justement et
Okay, I think this one is good. This one is good. I want to change this one though. Maybe I could use the lion's ring. I don't know. I'm really confused right now what to use. But yeah, okay. Let's try the lion's ring instead. Sorry, not that one. Let's use it here like this. Hang on. Okay. Is it better than KA also? Oh no. King Arthur? No. Ramesses versus King Arthur? No. King Arthur has higher skills attributes or skill sorry, not skill. overall attributes than Ramesses. So he can counter the damage or the strategy damage of the Ramesses lineup. King Arthur with, let's say, Tribu and Lagerta will annihilate a Ramesses lineup, bro. Ramesses with this lineup though is better than the other lineups that is here in the game. Also based on the Pioneer server that we have tested it on, even my current lineup right now can't kill a Ramesses lineup with this lineup. Even I must agree on what is said on that, because we have tried this lineup of mine versus the lineup of Ramesses, what's that one? Ramesses, Charlemagne, and Chidora, without gears, with gears, with rings, without rings, or with gears and with rings, and still Ramesses with Charlemagne and Chidora still finds a way to win. Nice, nice, bro. I can't really go for a KA. It's like a way long investment for me. Still level 14 on my VIP, but if you can go for KA, bro, do it. Do it. I'm saying do it, bro. There's nothing going to stop you from doing that. Like, I am going to support you if you're going to do that, 100%.
Some shots.
Where's the Lily? Ring of Lily. Yeah. Okay, I think this is good. Okay. Let's try versions first. Okay. Okay. You take on Blaines? Just no, Blaines is like 130 mil. I can do a 1 versus 1, but I can't take him on like full on troop versus troop or all troops versus. No, I can't. 1v1 maybe I can with my best march, but overall no, I can't. Oh, and I think Blaines also is selling his account. I heard that Blaines is also selling his account. He's actually... Oh, the last time I checked he was 160, but if he's 200 now, no wonder. He's actually a huge Kraken, But I heard that he is actually selling his account. We have Barnacles. Oh, this guy is really tough. I am saluting him for his account because it's really good. Oh, I appreciate you guys for tuning in for this live stream that we have right now. What do you think of his account, Red South? Maybe you want to purchase his account though? It was already set up and he has good heroes there. He also has a KA already.
Face the consequences. Face the wrath of Horus. Face the consequences. Face the wrath of Horus.
Desolate.
1 billion doesn't exist. But who will pay 90k? 90k, bro. Did you know that Nef's account was for sale before? I mean, not Nef's, but we have a Kraken or a whale that was selling his account from, I think he spent like, let's say, 20k, and then he was selling his account for 2k, 3k, something like that. Like way off than the investment. So I think right now that account belongs to another player, you know. Highest is cities with almost 800. Bro, like sometimes I'm thinking, where does cities get all this money, you know? Like 800 mil, bro. Even his uncle, the what's his name again? The one? His uncle is also playing in that server with with him. I mean, they have the same, the same, almost the same power. No, Cities has higher, but his uncle, what's the name? The one something. I forgot his name really. Like we have played against them. We almost won the MEE, but they have way higher powered player than us. Like honestly, those two are not just monster, bro. They're like the monster from the Stranger Things series, you know. If you won against them, they will keep coming back bigger, and better, you know. That's how I identify them as. They're huge monsters in this game. You can play this as we have a lot of free to play players here, Maharlika, in our server. We have TRO and 20L20. They have a lot of free to play players, and we are winning GEE. If you know GEE, right? 3 days of war, and we are winning the GEE. They are enjoying the game as they should, even though they are free to play players. The most important thing in this game is just not just power, you know. It also bodes well with activity of the server. So don't worry if you are not a whale. As long as you have a whale or a kraken in your server, you still have a chance to win a lot of these events. Even if you're a free-to-play player or a low spender in this game, you will enjoy this game still. You know, sometimes the krakens and the whales sometimes are bored because they don't have any more to upgrade. They don't have any more to look forward to. But now some of them has because of the Desolate Desert. And I think some of the whales are going to get back into the game who have quit because of the Desolate Desert, because I think it's going to be a fun event that will be added in the game. Let's just hope that they will, you know, that this game will be known for this event that's coming, which is the Desolate Desert. And let's just hope that our devs will think of way more better things to introduce new systems in the game and not to make everything available in the mall, you know? That's the only thing I want to say. Don't get so enthusiastic with the power because like randomness because of number of troops. Yes, that's true. So when you reach this 90 mil or 100 mil, you can go fight head to head against them, you know? Brain says, I really became a monster as well. 3 more upgrades and your research tree complete. Yes. Every time you can sense like you are getting better because of the upgrades, because of the research. It really brings out the excitement on you because you have a new achievement in the game. You want to move in your server, huh? Oh, don't move to our server. You're going to be late because you will miss a lot of events. Princess, however, I still die. It's not exactly invincible. For example, another Gale will Tranquil beats mine because my Tranquil is on Cyrus. Yes, that is absolutely true. That is absolutely true. That is absolutely true in this. You have, if you have a lot of lineups, you're going to be making the other lineups not that much better because you're using the gems that's supposed to be them, but you're using them on another hero. That's actually a good point also.
Ha! Face the wrath of Horus! Face the wrath of Horus!
道においては死を問わず。
Face the wrath of Horus!
一流だ。
Face the wrath of Horus!
Hello, Trippy. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for checking in. The distribution of rings is a problem when you run 5 good marches. 100%. That's honestly true. That's honestly the truth. When you're running 5 marches. That's the sad truth about that.
I am already bound.
Hello, Trippy. How are you doing?
Face the wrath of Horus!
Can a T6 fight T7 if you have better gear? No. T7 is on another level, you know. I mean, when it comes to the damage, you know, it actually has like this thing with the T7s that you cannot actually compare with the T6.
道においては死を問わず。
Even if you have better gears. Oh, thank you for checking out Trippy. Yes, we are. We are doing okay at the moment. Let's try again, Ipo, maybe. Maybe we can do it like this. I just can't help that, you know, I'm being my pikeman is being attacked like that. This is my last PvP fight, you know, for today.
wrath of Horus!
Yep, it's not great still. It's not great still.
Horus!
I died quickly there. I died quickly there.
Face the wrath of Horus!
Yeah, still a little bit a long way.
Just like the Battle of Kadesh.
Anyway, guys, thank you for checking in today for our live stream. I really appreciate all of you guys who have been here with me today from the start to up to now, and especially to Red South, Mahardika Brains, Trippy right now, then also Troy for gifting 5 membership to our subscribers. Thank you so much, Troy. As always, you are the man, bro. And for all those other players who I have failed to mention, thank you so much for being here with me today on this live stream. And of course, if you want to see my next video or my past video, kindly check out my playlist that is available in my YouTube channel. And also, if you have other questions, if you're watching this outside the live stream, you can leave them in the comment section or in any of my videos that you find interesting. And if you are new to the channel and you haven't yet subscribed, kindly do so to help our channel out. And I hope we reach 2,000 subscribers before we reach our anniversary on November. But anyway, guys, as always, if you have any other concern or any suggestion, recommendation, or any questions at all, just leave them down here in the comment section down below after this video ended. And as always, this is your TITOBODS. Have a great